Hi everyone, this is Mary with SayreSeer Tarot, and this is my shirt with all my dog hair on it. I have an Aussie Shepherd, and she's really hairy. Anyway, thought I'd put that disclaimer out for you. Happy Saturday, November 14th, 2020. So if you're worried about your dog hair in your house, well, here you go. You're in good company, or you're in company anyway. Thanks for your likes and shares, and it means a lot to me. So I hope this can help in some way for you. Okay. So I have cards here, and they just wanted to be done this way, kind of like yesterday's reading. And this is for Saturday, by the way. I hope your Friday the 13th. I see you survived it. I don't know if I did yet because I'm doing this early, so I'm sure I will. Anyway, let's go to Art Through the Eye of the Soul Oracle first. Okay. The third pillar. So be the powerful space between two opposite poles. So you could say, well, I could be that powerful space between the dark and the light. The dark and the light. Left, left and right. East and south. Opposite poles. Here's a good one. Politics. Can you be the space between two so opposing political ideologies? Could you? Could anybody? I don't know. That was just a real extreme case because there's a lot going on in the U.S. right now. Religion, anything like that. We're going to leave that there for a minute. Well, okay, here's an example. There's the ethereal and there's the three-dimensional or Gaia. Being the connection between them both, pulling the energy together and creating, well, it's stronger. I do that all the time. I pull up and down, boom. And then I can take that power and energy and move it wherever I want to. When I really get in a troubled state, I find if I pull it up and down through this part of me here, it's like it connects and I have peace. I have grounding. I have connection. I don't know who that's for, but it's like breathe when you pull it. And it's a good place to come up with answers too. Like a knowing. I don't know. Is that clear? I don't know all the clairs. I should know that because I like information, but it doesn't really matter to me what you call it. I get a knowing. Sometimes I get pictures, but everybody has their own talents and their own psychic abilities. Okay, anyway. Next card is the Enchanted Map. I have the mountain here. Reversed. So, I have a scary mountain. Check it out. But reversed, it's understanding how to go with the flow. Understanding that if there's a mountain there, you can go around it. There's always a way to get anything accomplished that you want to accomplish. Okay? Always a way. Think outside of the box. Go around the mountain. Be like the air. Be like the water. Be like what do they call it? A mole and go under it. I don't know. I don't think I would do that because it's a lot of work. But there's always a way around whatever issue is going on where you feel like you can't move forward. You can move around it. Okay. So let's see what the audacious angels have to say here. First things first. Oh, look at that. It's a pair of baby shoes. They look like baby shoes. Yeah. All right. So first things first, take a quick look at it and see if it sounds like what it's supposed to, what I think it means. I just opened this deck, so take your first steps to the next place on your path. It's okay to wobble. Okay, so if you're in, we have an intention to be the powerful space between opposite poles, not choosing a side. Maybe neither one of them look right. Maybe we're starting to understand that there's manipulation going on or something like that, you know? But wait a minute. These guys have points, these guys have points, but that's being the powerful space between the opposite poles, right? You know? And it's also about discernment, of course, it always is. This group wants to do that, this group wants to do that. What's a way we can make everybody can be happy and take a different path than this, than that? Violence or fighting, arguing? What's another way? Well, what is first things first for you? So if this was an example of what we're talking about, first things first, I mean, if you have your life to live, but this is really hounding you, you know, getting all your thoughts, would be, well, I got stuff I got to do today, so I got to put that over there and let it kind of simmer while I figure it out. Or figure out if I need to figure it out. But I can't let this rule me because, well, those aren't my battles. If you're the place in between, those aren't really your battles. They're someone else's, okay? Because you already see it. You go, well, they got points, but, you know, first things first is taking care of yourself. So this card talks about how when babies first, you know, they put on their toddler shoes and they start to walk and they just take the steps. That's what they're inspired to do. They don't worry about if they're going to fall. They know they have to move forward. They have to learn how to walk first. Okay? So, you don't have to be other people's answers. All you have to do is find your answer. What does that mean? Okay. I know that I see the difference. I know that there's my answer that I need to, whatever it is I want to accomplish, I'm going to find a way. I don't know what that is right now, but I don't have to know everything. Because if you stress about it, it gets further away from you. So maybe first thing would be to be, yeah, and there's an answer. I'm going to figure it out. I believe in myself. I'm going to learn how to find my own answers. You see? I don't know what that means for you either. Going with the flow could be. Let's see what happens. I'll know when it gets here. I'll know what to say. I trust myself. You know? Staying calm. Keeping your emotions in balance. So dealing with what you need to emotionally when it comes up so it doesn't get you off kilter. When someone says something to you that's going to trigger something, if we have a trigger, we should be looking at that maybe. So we don't add to the fuel of the wrong flame, right? Okay. That would be first things first. So let's look at now, we're going to look at nature's wisdom. So the blue-footed booby, he dances. He's got blue feet, and I guess he's in Galapagos Island, and he's about humor. This bird loves to dance, and so yesterday we talked about humor. So humor really helps. You know, go and do something fun, or watch a funny movie, or, you know, there's something about watching animals, or baby animals, or on YouTube even. That makes you feel better. Go play with the puppy. My dog is so funny. She loves this frisbee, and it just cracks me up. She jumps and she chomps. I was like, it's so funny. And so that kind of makes me laugh, okay? Something that makes you laugh, something that brings you back. Maybe you have a friend that's really hilarious. Yep, that just comes up with quips out of the blue. Okay, that's it. Okay, so let's go here. Then I have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a great fated event. It's something that's fated. You know, it's a turning of the wheel, okay? So whatever this is, the opposite polarity, and you in the middle, I don't know. It's like you're right where you're supposed to be. I know. Flip the next card. Or we're right where we should be. Magician reverse is a self-serving energy. It's about an illusion that, well, it's a little bit dark. Because if somebody was up on the up and up, they wouldn't have to have the illusion now, would they? So, let's go back to the mountain. Maybe the mountain, to get through the mountain, is to see through the illusion. But you can't do that if you're on either side of that extreme opposites. You can only do it if you sit in your own energy. Okay, does it make sense? Let me get myself calmed down first. First things first. Let me, I don't know, lighten up about the whole thing. God, this is really a precarious situation. Can't believe I'm here. So we chuckle a little bit. Example, okay? It's a fated event, and I'm supposed to be seeing this at this time. Okay, so be it. You don't have to have all the answers. Again. Going with the flow says, I trust that it will unfold and I'll see it when it's time, because if you knew where you were going to be, you may not have signed up for it. It's just it. I don't know what that means, because they give me certain messages for you. Why am I here? Well, it's so you can see the truth and you can speak it. So you can learn and you can, so somebody here can stop putting up with something and say, no, this is a stand I take and this is my sword. And no, I'm not doing this anymore. Nope. Not going to be manipulated. I'm not engaging in this. And if, and the Queen of Swords, she can be a divorcee, she can have her own business, she's a powerful woman. Feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a woman. Typically it is, though. So this is an air sign. She could be a Libra, a Gemini, or Aquarius. She says, let me see what you got. See, in her hand. Let me see what you have to say. But you should know that somebody comes to the Queen of Swords, she says, let me see what you have to say. She can feel it, she can hear it, and she watches her body language. And she knows the truth or a lie when she sees it, or hears it, feels it. Right? Okay. Next card is Ace of Pentacles. Well, the fated event. It's a twist of fate in a good way. Fortune. Wheel of Fortune brings what? Fortune? Fortunate opportunities. Fortune. Not unfortunate. Fortunate. New opportunity. Yesterday we had that too for Friday the 13th. We had the Ace of Pentacles. A new job, a new opportunity. I keep saying opportunity. I guess this stance in this honorable place, speaking truth and cutting out what no longer serves you, unlocks this fortune and twists the wheel. Like the great wheel in the sky twists. And it opens, I don't know, it's like it opens a portal for abundance. So they're saying, okay, so, but it also does something else. Puts to the end a death to the old way. So the old way is going to end. And that's the opposite poles. Somehow it's going to bring the energy together. I don't know what that means for you. I know what it means for me. But I don't want to skew your reading. If there is, if we were talking about two different political ideologies, something's going to be, something about the illusion about what we couldn't do. Excuse me. Will be revealed by the Queen of Swords. And people are going to see, it's going to bring people together. It's going to bring both sides together in the big picture. That's what it's saying. But there's micro and macro levels. But that is part of this reading. It is going to bring humanity together. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. You can see what that means for you. Maybe there's something a lot of us need to speak about. I love you. This is good work. We're going to do great things. It's not easy to see right now because there's an illusion. There's a mountain. But we got this, right? Take care, guys.